May have easily been my top read in the month of February. Let's talk about Boomtown by Nick Stone. Don't really hear a ton of people talking about this book, but when I tell you that it is easily, hands down for me, a 5-star read, grabbed my attention within the first 15-20 pages of reading it. Opinion, it was the perfect mystery drama book, if you will, following two characters, Lyric and Lucky, who are both strippers at Boomtown. While reading Lyric's point of view, you are in the current as she is trying to figure out what happened to Lucky as well as another dancer at the club. And then you are getting Lucky's point of view in the past, kind of leading up to where Lyric is currently. This book reminded me, if you've ever watched P-Valley on Stars, it reminded me so much of P-Valley, but with like mystery and crime happening. It was so perfect in my opinion. I don't know how this isn't talked about more. This is my first impression of Nick Stone, and girl, I immediately ran on Google to figure out what other books that Nick Stone wrote. Nick Stone did a really good job in the execution of this story. I really enjoyed getting Lyric's point of view in the current, kind of dealing with this missing person storyline. And then I also liked reading Lucky's point of view in the past, where she is in this kind of sticky situation, and it's just interesting how both women perceive the same events differently. I would say that this book didn't really have any dull moments. There wasn't moments in this book where I was trying to push through or forcing myself. Anytime that I had a minute to read this book, I was in my Kindle. Sample of this book on Kindle, and I immediately was like, purchase. No, I don't even need to read anymore through the sample, just immediate purchase. I just think it was the perfect storyline with a lot going on, but not too much going on, but enough to where you're captivated, you're invested, and you're interested. I think my only complaint, or not even complaint, I think my only piece of confusion in this book is, who was Lady Josephine? If you have read this book, what is Lady Josephine's tie to this storyline? That's kind of how the book starts off, and I thought we were going to get a little more backstory on Lady Josephine and her ties to the story. But definitely a 5-star read for me. I cannot recommend it enough. I just loved the whole spin of being in Boomtown. I feel like I could envision the whole club